Hey guys, it's Jeremy here at Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. We have for today, guys, is another album review. This time we're going to be checking out the latest offering from the band Mindwars. Their album is entitled V or 5. It's their fifth studio album. It was technically released independently last year, I think in September if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. But it got a re-release just on March the 7th by High Roller Records. They joined up to the new label and got a re-release with a more international distribution, of course. So it's really good news for the band. They got signed to a decent label. So I wanted to review the album, even though technically, it was released last year. It came across my email from the promo team for the band. And yeah, really good stuff. I was familiar with these guys. I have their first two albums on CD, really good stuff. I kind of lost track of them in between. I'm not sure if they just slipped my mind or I kind of lost track of their new releases, or maybe they didn't have as much distribution, so I didn't really hear wind of it. But I wanted to check it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, it's their fifth studio album. On Metallica, it says it's got 11 tracks and it's like 47 minutes in length, but the version I got sent only had 10 tracks. It didn't have the cover, the Supertramp cover at the end. So I'm not going to include that in my review, just because I never heard the cover. It might be a bonus track or something on a certain CD copy or something. So I'm not going to include that in my review. Starting off with the first opening track, Stand Guard at the Gates of Your Mind. Really good opener to the album. Starts off with this kind of mid-pace, kind of chunky riff, and then it goes into a groove. I really enjoyed the riffs on this album. It's a riff fest all over the place. It's got like really high intensity thrashy riffs. There's like really crunchy, stink face kind of riffs, and there's a lot of groove and a lot of groove kind of riffs on this as well. Really enjoyed the riff and the drum work on this album. Really well written, and the composition's really good. And then going down the list of songs here, standard tracks. November 3, The Road of Madagascar, 3.5 minute instrumental. One of my favorite tracks on the album, to be honest, even though it's an instrumental. Really like the riffs on this one, really memorable. It starts off with this kind of mid-pace, kind of thrashy riff, and then goes into this groove. It's just so infectious and just had my head bobbing the whole time. As soon as it was over, I just wanted to go back and listen to it again. Other standout tracks for me, Beneath the Trees was kind of a cool song, had a cool little vibe to it. And Source of Destruction at the beginning had this really crunchy stink face riff, super heavy and aggressive. And then as the song got into it, it kind of went into this groove. And you get stuck in that groove and your head's just bobbing. It's just awesome. And Into the Known was another banger. I really enjoyed that song as well, closer to the end, number 9. Had a nice vibe to it. The vocals on this album were really good. It suits the music, but I kept hearing like different artists. Like on certain songs, I think it was Into the Known, I swear I heard Lemmy kind of vocal style for a minute. And there was another song closer to the beginning. It was one of the first tracks. I can't remember which one it was, but he has kind of sounded like Dave Mustaine in a way, in the verses, the way his voice was coming out. It was kind of an interesting experience. So he definitely had some dynamics in his voice. He was kind of like not just one-noted, which was really good. I wouldn't say there was any bad songs on the album. They're all pretty solid. I enjoyed all of them. There's just a couple standouts, like I said. The instrumental, Into the Known, and Source of Destruction, Beneath the Trees were probably, I think those 4 were like my favorite. And production was really good on this album. The drums were punchy. The guitars were heavy in your face. The mix was really well balanced. There was nothing over drowning something else. Everything was pretty well balanced. You could hear all the instruments and the vocals really well. Yeah, I really enjoyed this album. The artwork was cool. It's just a V, simple but effective. It's got flames, and then it's got like the characters of the V inside of it. In terms of a rating for this album, I'm going to give it like an 8.5. It's a really good thrash album. It's like really thrashy and heavy, what I want out of thrash, but it's got a lot of melody and a lot of like melodic riffs and like groove in it. And I really enjoyed those parts just to kind of change it up. And yeah, 8.5 out of 10, guys. Let me know down below what you thought of the album. If you're not familiar with these guys, please go check them out. They're a really strong band. Like I said, recently on High Roller Records, you can buy their material from over there, the new album. And let me know what you think. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep it metal.